Okay, so as we continue our discussion related to internal control, we have a little handout. There's not a whole lot to it. We're trying to basically grasp concepts. So this one's not going to hopefully cause you too much trouble. So let's get started. Right off the bat, we have a little matching exercise here, and it says below are descriptions of internal control problems. In the space to the left of each item, enter the code letter of one of the best internal control, of the one best internal control principle that is related to the problem described. Okay, very good. So let's look here at number 1. It says the same person opens incoming mail and cash receipts. So they're getting cash receipts in the incoming mail. The same person is opening the mail and recording the cash receipts. So these are related activities here. So this is an issue with B, segregation of duties. Different people should be responsible. Not the same person. Different people should be responsible for related activities. 3 people handle cash sales from the cash register drawer, from the same cash register drawer. Okay, so A through F. This is an issue related to establishment of responsibility. One cash drawer should have one clerk responsible for that drawer. If we have 3 people handling cash sales, that's fine, but they all need their own register. Okay, it says a clothing store is experiencing a high level of inventory shortages because people try on clothing and walk out of the store without paying for the merchandise. Okay, so that might be rather efficient on the part of the people walking out of the store. They don't have to stand in line. But from the perspective of the business, it's not a good thing. So if we look up here at our choices, let's see, we've got 6 of these and we've got 7. So we're going to have to reuse something, but I believe if we go through these, we'll find that this is related to physical control devices or lack thereof. We need to make something beep at the door, something like that. Okay? Number 4, the person who is authorized to sign checks approves purchase orders for payment. Okay? So we're approving the purchase order for payment, and we're also signing the check related to these payments. So that sounds like a related activity. So this is a segregation of duties issue. So we did use one choice twice. Number 5, some cash payments are not included because some cash payments are not recorded because checks are not pre-numbered. Well, anytime we see pre-numbered, we know that that is a documentation procedure weakness. Cash shortages are not discovered because there are no daily cash counts by supervisors. Okay, so the clerk is maybe doing a count, but if she's wrong, and it's usually going to be a shortage when they are, the supervisor's not performing any type of independent internal verification. Letter E. Okay, number 7, it says the treasurer of the company has not taken a vacation in over 20 years. Well, we need human resource controls that say, hey, you have to be on part of the time. This is an indication that he might be stealing money. Either that has no life, but we're going to err on the side of caution and say, okay, and when he's gone, if he is up to something, hopefully they will catch him. Okay, let's look at a few multiple choice questions. It says a disbursement system that uses wire, telephone, computers, etc. To transfer cash from one location to another is referred to as electron fragmented telepathy. No. Electronic funds transfer. Well, that sounds right to me. Let's see what else we have. Electronic financial transparency. No, that's made up. And elective funding transfer. Okay, that's wrong. So EFT is the answer. Electric funds transfer. Number 2, or the next one says, a voucher system is used by which department to accomplish what goal? So looks like we got accounts payable to ensure that payments are made in time, accounts payable to ensure payments are made on time, legitimate and not duplicated, accounts receivable to ensure payments are received on time, and accounts receivable to ensure that payments are made on time, legitimate and not duplicated. Well, a voucher system is used by the accounts payable department. They review invoices for accuracy, make sure that receiving reports match up to the invoice. So we can automatically eliminate the 2 choices that use accounts receivable. And so accounts payable, they do this, and they have a system to ensure that payments are made on time, but we also want to make sure that the invoice is legitimate. And even if the invoice is legitimate, that it has not been duplicated, because we don't want to make double payments. So our best answer here is going to be choice B. Last question is regarding internal control. Why do some companies insist that each customer get a receipt? Okay, and we have choices here. To prove the customer paid for the item or items, to make sure that customers don't return items purchased elsewhere, to thwart employees' palming cash transactions, and to comply with internal control laws established by the Sarbanes-Oxley Act. Okay, well, there's only one just completely ridiculous answer here, and that's the last one, D. Okay. You might think that it's to prove that a customer paid for the item, or number B, but the answer is actually C. Okay, when we insist that the customer gets a receipt, we're trying to thwart employees from palming cash transactions. Okay, that was part of the PowerPoint presentation with regard to that restaurant. Okay, all right, that's it for this video, and we're going to move on to the next set of slides and a handout after this.